All right, so let's start today's Revit class. And here we have our properties palette and our project browser. And yesterday's class, we have learned about how to place the level and the grids. And accordingly, we will start creating our model. And here also, let me show you that you have added your floor plans, ceiling plans in the project browser. Here, if you right click, and you can expand this all. Suppose these are not expanded like this. If these are these trees, these are called your trees. So if these trees are not opened and you need to see, so you can click on this here, right click and expand all, so everything will be expanded. And here you can see, so this is the main tree, and under this we have some subcategories. All right, so this is the main category, and here you have this like family is the main category. And if you click on this, so everything will be collapsed. Okay, so this is the main tree. Under this floor plan, you have this floor plans. Under the ceiling plans, you have all this. So you can see, right? So these are all your views. After all these views, you will have this floor plan, ceiling plan. If you have any structural plan, that will be included. Your elevation, your 3D view, your sections, your detail views, everything will be within this view. And you have other things like this schedule, sheet, families, so everything. So in this project file, how many families you have, what are those, you can see it within this. And suppose you need to delete anything, so you can select it and you can remove from your project. So you can remove unnecessary families which are not required. So it will so it will less consume the data for the file. Okay, and it is the best. You should delete the non-required files from here, all the families. So these are all the families which is included within this as per the template. Okay, and suppose you have created any groups, so that will be listed here. And if you have any Revit links for federated model, suppose you are creating a federated model and you are combining all the other discipline Revit files like structural files, MEP files, and you will be combining them together as a federated model. So you will have a Revit, you will have more Revit links. So here you will find out all the Revit link files. Okay, and yesterday we have learned that in this insert tab we have this link Revit option. If you have any Revit file that I want to link here, and we have this link add option and link IFC option also. So whenever you are choosing this link, so it will be linked with the main file. If you are updating in the main file, the what file you have inserted here, it will be updated also. So that's the best way. Now just let me show you about this link Revit. Okay, so I have some files. Let me go with this desktop. Here I have some files. Okay, and here let me go with this architecture, and you can choose the positioning, and when in that you can define the coordinate. Okay, so I'll go with this project base point to project base point. So this positioning, let me open it. I'm going to show you that this is placed here. You can check the 3D view. Okay, so this is the link file. This is the link Revit file, and this is the architecture file right now. Okay, and here you can choose like another mechanical one, and you can click on OK. And here you can see that it is placed. Okay, and another you can choose like the structural, and you can choose the positioning the same. So at the same location, it will be placed. And here you can see. And after that, you will be creating this file as a federated model and you will be saving it. So this way we uh, combine as a federated model. And before that, we collaborate and coordinate. So that we are going to learn here also. So here you can see all the structural components, and these are your uh, MEP files. Okay, so this is here, and here you can see right now these are the Revit link files. Okay, so this is the simple thing how you link other Revit models into this Revit. Okay, and you can save it as a single file. Okay, and later we will learn about that we have this visibility graphics, and here you have this Revit link option. So you can control what will be displayed, right? So for that you can come to this custom and you can choose model categories, and here also you can go for customs. And here you can see like for this architectural one, all these doors and all this available here. Suppose you don't need the curtain panel. Here in this visibility graphics, you can uncheck. So for that you are doing this custom. So you can, if you are choosing this host view, so as per the main model, what is selected. So as per that host, here it will be viewed. And here, if you're choosing custom, so you can manipulate in this. So here, suppose this is not checked, you can check it here. Okay. And let me go with this curtain panels and let me apply. Click on OK. Apply it here. You click on OK. And just a second. Manage link. This is the one. Let me go to the visibility graphics and Revit link. This is custom. And in this model category, this is let me do with another one. So suppose this curtain wall mullion, and this may be curtain system, not the curtain panel. I think that may be curtain system. So let me apply it. Yeah. So that was as a curtain system. So okay. Right now here you can see I have manipulated this. So here I can check, uncheck what will be visible in this. So for that, I have this visibility graphics. So this visibility graphics is not only for this Revit link, for the all the models which I'm going to create in this file. So for that also, I can control the visibility graphics, the that will be visible here, or how it will be visible. So like you remember that in AutoCAD we have applied some object properties. So here in this visibility graphics, so it's like the same thing. You can control the visibility, will it be visible or not? And here you have this line patterns, this transparency. So it's kind of all the properties you are applying, and it will be visible in other properties in some different properties. So you can apply some different line type and different patterns you can apply it. Okay, so that is the visibility uh, graphics override, and I'm giving you the overview. Gradually we are going to learn in details. Okay, so let me just open a new file, new. Go for it, click on OK. All right. So here I'm going to close. Okay, now let me create some grids over there, and let me create some grids. And you can choose this pick line after creating some grids over there. And here what you can do, you can name this alphabetically. You can name it alphabetically, and you can name it numerically. And now again, you can go for GR, that is a shortcut for grid, and then you can choose this pick line and you can give the offset. So let me give offset like 3660, enter. And let me go with this pick line and let me provide it in this side. And here you can see the B is created. And now let me go with this like 3000, enter. And for this, you see the C is created. Now you just have to change it to 2, enter. So which one was the last? The B was the last created. So from that it is created. And now if you apply like 3200, enter. And now if you choose this one, so these three will be created. So from the last one which is created, from that it will continue. Okay, now if you go for this, and here you see this is 4 created, right? So this will not be like that. So what you can do, you can also copy, you can copy this grade. So you have this copy option. After selecting it, you can copy it. You can select this as a base point. And here I have this constant. So constant is like applying ortho mode. So you will be constraining your direction in this vertical and horizontal direction. You will be constraining your mouse direction, your mouse movement. So in this direction, you can copy it. And if you are copying multiple times, choose multiple. Okay, also you can copy like this. So let me go with C, and this will be D. Okay, so that is created. And suppose this one, it's not like a normal straight one. You can create like this one. Okay. So rather than creating the straight one, you can choose the arc one. Okay, so it will be created like this. It will be created like this. Okay, so let me create one arc layer. Sorry, not layer, this grid. Okay, and that is created here. Here you can see, right? So now we have created our grids, and yesterday we have learned about how to create labels. So assume that in this project we have already created our levels. So now let me go with this wall. So what is the shortcut for wall? WA is the shortcut. You can have it in this architecture tab. Here is the wall, and you can choose wall architecture. You can choose wall structure as well. So there you will find out some extra details. You can provide rebars for that structure wall. So we are not going to provide any rebar for that. So you can go with that wall icon, or you can just simply type WA, and here you have this height, and you can choose like it will be connected to the level 2, that will be the height. And the base constant you will provide here, the base constant, and then the top constant that is already set, level 2. And about the location line, so what will be the location line? You can choose that. So the location line, let me go with this finish face exterior. Okay, let me go with the finish face exterior, and here you can see as per the width, this is the finish face of the exterior side. Okay, So now let me go with this. And here you need to go with the arc. You can choose either pick line, or here you can choose this start and radius. So that is the start and that is the end, and you can give the radius. As per that it will be created. And here you can see, and then you can go again with the line. So that is the line. Okay, so just a second. Now let me release it once. So I'll press cancel, and I'm still in this, but that is the creation of that segment or continuing it. The continuation is cancelled, but the creation of wall is not cancelled. It is still there. And if you need to edit this, you have to exit from that wall creation. Otherwise, you will be creating another one. So let me cancel, and here now let me drag it to this point, and I must be getting any intersection point. So again, let's go for wall, and here let me choose this as finished face exterior, and this is going to be the point. Or else what you can do, you can start creating from here. Let me, so for this, I'm going to with this finish face exterior. Then if it is coming in this interior side, you can press space bar to change the orientation. Okay, and here it is.
Uh,
And here, yes.
so when you draw this finished face exterior wall, there is
Mhm.
certain of the wall. So can we manipulate
Certain,
the
sorry,
thickness?
certain thickness. Yes,
So can we manipulate this thickness like
yes,
100 mm?
yes, yes. We can do it. We can create our own thickness, and we have some type already there, already
Okay.
some types created, and we can create our own type. So I will definitely show you that.
Okay.
So this one is created now. Here you can see, right? And now you can change to wall center line. So this will be the total, like the geometric center, you can say, or the center of the total volume, right? The total wall center line. So that I'm going to define. So this is going to be the center line, and here let me like draw this here, and then you can right click cancel, and then from here to here you can draw, and from here to here you can draw. Okay, so here you can see that is there, and you can see that it's coming till this one. You can choose like wireframe, and let me go with this fine view, and it is there. And here you can see that it's coming till this. It's coming up to this center line, right? So you need to place till this, but it's not coming. Why? Because it's connecting with that, and it has the allow option is activated to join with the other wall. Okay, so with this wall it is joining. All right. So uh, if you don't want to join it, so you can click on this disallow join, and now you can drag it, and it's up to this. And now you have the proper length. You can see that this one is the current length right now. Here also, let me right click and go for this disallow join. And now let me choose this, and let me place it here. Let me go for disallow join. Okay, now it is done, and you will see some insertion is there. So this will come because this one is not the straight wall. This is an arc, right? So this will come. Okay. Now you have this edit profile, but it will not be in this on the plan view. So for that, uh, from that elevation, you have the edit profile. So I'll show you later about the edit profile. So we have some joining option, come to modify, and we have some wall join option. Okay. So you can choose what will be the wall join. So here you can apply. Okay, here it is. And you have to click on this allow join option, and then it will be, and what kind of join you need to click on this, and you have this clean join, and you have this don't clean join. Okay, so it will clean this join. There you can see, and here you are allowing this join and disallowing this join. So that you want to here come and click on this allow join to allow the join, and then select it. Here you see this is the butt joint. Okay, so other joint is not applied, so it will adapt itself. And here you can apply this meter joint. This is called meter joint, and you can have this square off. You can have this butt joint. You can have this meter joint. Okay, so that you can apply what will be the right option, so that you can choose. All right. And for this will be the butt joint. Only the butt joint is possible for this. Okay, just simply select this and click on the intersection. We'll go like this. We'll just click here, and it will show, and there you can choose what will be the join. Okay, and make sure you have selected this allow join option. Okay, right now you have placed it, you have created this, and at the corner you can apply some uh, structural columns also. So that will we will cover in our structural classes. Okay, here you can place some columns. So like this is right now not loaded. Let me go to the architecture column, and here it is loaded, and we can place some columns. So it will identify the intersection point of your grids, and there you can easily place some columns, and we have some types. Okay, so that we can easily do it. Let me show you the model, and that is the model. And here let me change it to realistic, so that we can see the materials, and these materials are applied here. Now let me show you the properties of this wall. So for that, let me show you first the instance properties. So base constant, base offset. So base offset, like you have this base constant, okay? So base constant is your level one, and from that exact level one, it is started as because the base offset is 0. So from that base, it's created. And if you want to put any particular like at your any particular height, Let me show you that. Suppose 250 is the distance, and here you can see from this level 1 you have provided 250 offset, and after that 250 offset you have your wall started, and it is till the level 2. So as per that you have this height that is 3750, right? So that you can provide. So that is about the base offset. So right now I don't need this base offset, so it will be 0. And here you have another option, that is room bounding option. So by default, this room bounding option is checked. So about this room bounding, we will learn when I will apply this room separator, this room tag. When we will apply room tags, so then I will show you about the room bounding function. Okay. So these are the instance properties. Here you can see the length, you can see the area and the volume. Okay. Now let me go to this edit type, and here we can change the type properties. And you see this is a system family. So system family is non-loadable family. It is the inbuilt family within the software. And here you have this type that is generic 200 mm. You can create your own by duplicating it. So all the parameters will remain same, but the values can differ. So that you can change. Values you can change. So before duplicating it, let me show you about the structure. So let me click on this OK. And here you can see this structure. This has the one layer, that is the structure layer. Okay, and it is within this core boundary. Okay, so your structure layer should be within this core boundary. All right, and there will be only one structural material. So here you can see this is the structural material. And why we choose this? So that we can apply rebars to this. Okay, so to this layer we can apply rebars. So right now this is the structure layer, and here you can apply materials. All right, and you can can create a brick wall also. So for that we have some brick walls created. All right, so this is the function exterior right now and other things. So as per this layer and the layer thickness, you will have the total thickness here. Okay, so we have some brick walls created. So let me show you some brick walls. So here you can see some brick walls are there, like concrete wall. Better if I show you from this type selector. So this is the type selector. Here you will see some icons available here. So this generic 90 brick is created already there, and with this different layers. So you see that the naming is properly done. Like you have this concrete wall, CW is concrete wall. No, not concrete wall, it is compound wall. Okay, sorry, this is my mistake. That is compound wall, and we have these three layers available here. So let me show you that. Go to edit type and go to this edit structure, and here you see we have this many layers, right? So 102 is the layer. This is the 102, and then you have this 85. So for this thermal layer, the total thickness of this thermal layer, that is 85. Okay, and then 140, that is your structure layer. Okay, and for this finish we don't count actually. Okay, so if you need to count that, so there you can also name it. Okay, so you can provide it. So you can see one structure layer is there and another membrane layer is there, thermal layer is there, finish. and finish 2 is there. So finish 2 will be always to the interior side. Here it is mentioned that this is interior side. This side is the interior side. Assume this as a wall and you are seeing from the plan view, and these are the layers placed, and this is the exterior side, and finish 1 will always be to the exterior side. Okay, so this is your compound wall, and these are your generic walls. Okay, you can see. So generic wall is having one layer, and we have a stacked wall. Okay, so for this basic wall, you can see these are the basic wall. Okay, we have this curtain wall and we have this stacked wall. Okay, so we have this many type of walls. So under this basic wall, we have two types. That is generic wall and other is compound wall. Okay, so when you have a single layer within your wall, that is called the generic wall. And when you have more than two layers within your wall, that is called compound wall. So that is a simple thing. When you are including layers and those layers place horizontally in your wall, okay, and that is called your compound wall. And here let me show you this generic wall and come to this edit type, and here let me go to this edit, and here you can see this structure is set as this brick material, and this one is checked. You cannot like let me click on this. Okay, uh you cannot like go with this structure if you plan to apply rebars. So there you need to check it, otherwise you will not get the option for rebarring. And as because we are applying this as a brick, so that will not be structural material, so that's why I have unchecked. So if you are applying any structural layer like retaining wall or load bearing wall, and that will be the structural material, so you need to check it. Okay, so let's click on OK. So we have understand our basic walls, and these are the type properties. Now let me go for this duplicate here. I'll be duplicating it. So I'll provide like 2 to 5 mm, 5 mm thickness, and I will not name generic wall. Okay. So for that, what I'll do, I will go with other exterior wall, EW, and then I will provide the thickness. And if you are applying some layers, so layer wise also you can name it. Okay, so I'm going with the total thickness, and let me click on OK. And in this, I will provide some more layers to it. Okay, so for this brick, what is the thickness for the brick? Now let me do one thing. Let me click on OK, and here let me rename it. So the total thickness will be 250 mm. 250. Click on OK. Edit. So for this brick, 2 to 5, that is 9 inches. For this brick, we generally get 9 inches. And I will insert some layer. I will move it up out of this core boundary. I will again insert it and then down it to this exterior side. And that will be my finish 2. And that one will be finish 1. Okay. And those are going to be the finishing material. So let's apply plaster here. You can browse the material browser. You can open the material browser. You can search for plaster if it is available. So here it is not available. So these are the project materials. Within this project material is listed. Remember in AutoCAD we have learned this. So this was the document section in AutoCAD. Here you had to list if you are applying in the project. So whatever listed in this project material, so those are applied in the project. And here you have this library. Okay. So here you can search for the plaster. Yeah, so this plaster is already available and you need to add in the document. You see, add materials to document. It is now added and you can choose it. So identify, sorry, identity. You can give informations like the name is plaster and you can give some description to it. Okay. So like plaster, what are the ratios you are using? So like 1:6 ratio. Plaster you are using, and it comes under which category, so you can choose that. It comes under miscellaneous or masonry, that you will define, and some another comments and keywords, and who is the manufacturer, model, cost, so that you can provide all this information here. And about the graphics, so how it will look in the shaded visual style that you are choosing using render appearance. Okay. Here you have this appearance option. Here you can control how it will look when you will open the realistic view. So this is the texture view. What will be the color? As per this image, you will get the texture. You can click on this image and here you can see in AutoCAD, we have already learned, right? How to do it. And the same things you will find out here. Okay. So about the sizes, about the position, about the brightness, you can change. Okay. About the glossiness and about the highlights. Here everything is there, and bump effect. I've already mentioned in AutoCAD what is about the bump effect, and related to that, this image is there, and how much depth will be applied for this bump. That is the 10th value. So like that, you can create this material. In the later classes, we will learn also how we'll create some materials in Revit. So that is plaster. And here you can just simply control C, and here you can simply control V, paste it. That is applied. And about the thickness. So thickness is 12 mm, and here you can go for like 13 mm, just because this is the exterior side. You can go with like, or else both side you can go with 12.5 and 12.5. Okay, so this is created. You can add some other layers, like you can add membrane layers to the exterior side. Let me go for here, and you can go for this membrane layer. And membrane layer doesn't have any thickness, so it will be 0. And what will be the material? So you can choose like plastic. You can choose this plastic. Okay, so that is available here. Okay, you can apply some comments and all. So let me choose it, and the appearance choose. Okay, so let me click on OK, apply, and click on OK. So it is created here. You can see, right? This one is created, and the function is exterior. Okay, and I will come on this part again later. So first, I'm going to cover the basic things, and later I'm coming on the advanced part gradually, so that it will be easier for you to understand. Let me click on OK. And here it is created. All right. So now what you can do, you can see that this one is created. Okay. This is the type, and you can match the properties. MA is the shortcut for the match properties. You select this as a source, and then you can apply to this, apply to all this. And you can see that this one is changed to this wall. All right. So this is how we create our wall. All right. And suppose to have some holes in there. Suppose you have some holes in there. You can go to this edit profile and you can edit some profiles over there. Let me select this, and here you can see that this is the current length and this is the current volume and this is the current area, right? Now let me go with this edit profile, and suppose in this side I have this slant option, so I can increase like this way, and I made a profile like this. So let's remove the constraint. It was constraint to the level. So let me remove the constraint and let me click on finish and let's click on continue. Okay, so this is not connected, so I have to connect this, and now it should be a closed loop, and then click on finish, and here you can see this one is there, and you can see the volume gets updated, the area gets updated. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the uh, values, the three-dimensional values. Okay, so here you can do the changes. Let me come to this profile again. Okay, so here you can see that it snaps as per the alignment. And suppose you need to create any hole out of there. Okay, so we'll see a hole is created there. And if I select it as per it, this is the volume and this is the area right now. So this is about the edit profile. And if you click on this reset profile, it will be at the previous condition. Okay. And here also you have this wall opening. So you can create some wall opening like this. And this wall opening is created. Suppose you want to create a open door. Okay. So for that, you will not be applying any door. So you will be creating like this. This way you will create an opening. Okay. You will not be placing any door frame there. So it will be like a open door. So you can create like this. Let me escape and let me select this profile only. And this profile is selected right now. You can see this one is selected and you have this grip points. You can select this grip point and you can change the height and width. You can do this. Okay, with the help of this grip points, you can do the changes. All right. So here you can see that this is a rectangular straight wall opening. This one is here, and what is the top offset and what is the base offset. So that is there. So base offset will be 0. Let me go with this base offset 0. And from that base it is created. What is the top offset? So top offset like this from this top, this was the offset. So right now I have the offset only 100 mm. So -100 to the minus direction. And you can align it to the like till the top, can align it. So you'll have a opening like this. Okay. So that you can provide. And here you can see you are getting this temporary dimensions. You can choose this also to increase or decrease. So let me like go with 1200, enter, and here you can see it is applied. Okay. And from here also you see this is the gap. Okay, and you if you know what will be the right gap, so there you also can provide. So let me go with like 1500, enter. All right, and here you can, so here you have this align option, so that you can align with this surface, you can align it, and that is aligned. If you want to lock it, you can lock it. So right now I don't need to lock it. So if we lock it, so what will happen? Like with this surface, it is locked. So that means if you change the position of this uh, bottom surface of your wall, so this profile will remain locked and will remain constant with that. So it will be to that new position. So that is the meaning. So this is your wall opening which is created. Okay. And this is your wall. All right. Now, in this with this wall architectural, I have another option that is called stacked wall. Okay, another type of wall that is called stacked wall. And stacked wall has number of uh, like sub walls is there. Number of sub walls are there. So more than two number of sub walls are there, and those are placed vertically. Okay, and that is called your stacked wall. So those, just a second. Uh, when you place some sub walls vertically on top of each other and that count as a single wall, that is called your stacked wall. So here I have one stacked wall created already, that is already present. Now let me just show you about this stacked wall and the same procedure to create it, like the height you have to define and what will be the location line. So that you just define, and here you can see that you get this reference line when you are creating this reference line, and around this reference line you were just placing it. Okay, so it will snap from that reference line. It will snap when you placing towards the 90-degree vertically. And here it is created. And here you can see we have two walls within the sub walls, and those are placed on top of each other, right? And if you want to have these two walls and all the components separately, so for that you have the explode option. Okay, so you can simply explode. So this is the displace element. Just a second. So this is not the right option. One explode option should be there. Just a second. So this one, okay, so I will show you later. Okay, so I think this one, you can just simply see that. one air layer is created. Okay, and some layers. So I have just divided the parts. Okay, with this separate option, create parts option. So here you can see that this is one type of wall and this was one type of wall. Okay, so that was there. Now let me show you in that uh, start wall. Here it is. So you can go to this edit type option of this, click on here, and here you see that these are the two type of walls. Let me show you in the preview, and let me show you. This is the wall and this is the wall which is placed on top of each other, and the this wall is the variable height. So variable height means you are defining your own level, and as per that you will be connecting it to that top constant, so it will update. So this variable one will be updated, but the bottom wall is having the fixed height. So no matter the how much is the total height, so the bottom one will have the fixed height, that is 900. So that is there. Now let me click on cancel, and here I'm going to create one stacked wall. So before creating a stacked wall, you must create the sub walls first. Okay, so you can choose this for any architectural wall. Okay, or for your foundation. For your foundation, if you are creating wall foundation, so that also you can choose this stacked wall. Okay, so I have this foundation 300 mm. I have this foundation 300 mm. So with that, I will choose foundation mm, and here I will go with this edit option. And now let me create another type. So I will go with foundation 450 mm. Click on OK. And let me go with this, and I will define the thickness 450. Click on OK. That is the thickness. All right. So everything is fine. Function is foundation. Click on OK. And again, you can create another duplicate with this duplicate. So just name, let me go with 600 mm. Click on OK. And you need to match the structure thickness, that is 600. Click on OK. And if there is any layer, you can add some layers also. So right now let's go with this. Click on OK. And now go to stacked wall, go to its edit type, duplicate it, and let me go with this like click on OK. Now let me go with this edit option here. So I will delete this, or else what you can do, you can change the type. So for this, I will choose this one. And then for the bottom one, I will choose like the 300 mm concrete. This one I'll choose. And what will be the height? So for this, the height will be like 150 mm. And now I will insert another, and it will go down. And there I will choose foundation 450 mm. Okay. And for that, what will be the height? Let me go with 250. Enter. There you can see. And another, let me insert it. It will go down, and the thickness, this is the foundation 600 mm, and there you can provide like 300 or like 450. What is the thickness? Go for it. So that is the height. Sorry, that is the height. Okay. And if you are providing any offset, so offset from the core center line, so that you can also provide from the core center line, the offset will be applied. So let me show you that just for the show. So that is minus 50. So here you can see that is applied minus 50 from the core center line. Okay. आप बैकग्राउंड नॉइस का थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए. Make sure, please, before unmuting yourself, please make sure there are less background noise. Okay. So here I have created. Okay. And here suppose I have applied this minus 50 or minus 100. Suppose I have applied this minus 100. And here if I flip it, so this will just flip the direction. Okay, from that top. So it will here you will not see any change as because this is one single layer that is applied. So the layer, if it is applied some layers like horizontally, so which one will be the top layer or which one will be the exterior side, so that will come to the interior side, so that how it will flip. So if it is needed you can apply it. Now let me click on OK, and that is applied. Let click on OK, and now let's place some foundation wall. So what you can do, you can change it to the, so you can select, let me just delete all this one I needed. Let me select, right click, selects all instances in the entire project, and let me change the type from this type selector. So let's select the stacked wall, just the foundation stacked wall, and there it is created. Okay, so here you can see. Have applied this one. Okay, so I hope you understand. So this is all for today. Practice till this one and you will understand. Thank you all. If you have any question, you can ask me. Let's start the question and answer session. Thank you all.